The first stories. A journey through time. Introduction to storytelling origins. In the heart of human history, long before the first words were etched into stone or inked onto parchment, stories were born in the glow of flickering firelight. Picture a gathering under a vast starlit sky, where the air hums with the sounds of the wild. Around the warmth of a fire, early humans shared more than just food or shelter. They shared pieces of themselves. Through gestures, expressions, and the cadence of their voices, they breathed life into their experiences, weaving threads of memory and imagination into vibrant tales. These stories weren't simply distractions from the harshness of life. They were lifelines. They bridged the gap between the known and the unknown, offering comfort in moments of uncertainty and unity in times of division. Each flicker of the flames reflected the spark of human creativity, as these tales passed from one generation to the next, preserving lessons and connections that would have otherwise been lost to time. It's easy to imagine the excitement in the eyes of children as they leaned in closer to the fire, hearing about daring hunts or strange happenings beyond the safety of the camp. Each story shaped their understanding of the world, teaching them not only how to survive, but also how to dream, to wonder, and to hope. In these moments, storytelling became more than a practical tool. It became a vital part of what it meant to be human, a way to make sense of life's chaos and find meaning in its beauty. Early storytelling in the Upper Paleolithic era. More than 30,000 years ago, during the Upper Paleolithic era, storytelling began to take shape in ways that bridged the seen and unseen. In the shadowy depths of caves like Lascaux and Chauvet in France, early humans left behind stunning images. Paintings of bison charging, horses galloping, and mysterious handprints that seemed to reach across time. These vivid scenes weren't just art. They were windows into a world filled with wonder, danger, and spiritual meaning. Each stroke of ochre or charcoal whispered a tale, preserving moments of survival, reverence, and connection to the natural world. But not all stories were etched onto stone. Outside the caves, under the vast expanse of night skies, communities gathered around crackling fires. Here, stories came alive in the rhythm of voices, the movement of hands, and the flicker of shadows cast by flames. A hunter might recount an encounter with a powerful predator, not just to relive the moment, but to share hard-earned knowledge. A shaman might speak of the spirits dwelling in the forest, weaving myth and memory into a story that explained the unexplainable. Imagine the tension as listeners leaned closer, caught in the suspense of a tale unfolding. The storyteller's voice might rise and fall, guiding their audience through moments of triumph or caution. These fireside stories weren't merely words. They were shared experiences, binding people together in understanding and awe. Each retelling added a new layer, a fresh spark to the collective imagination, transforming these gatherings into sanctuaries of culture and memory. The role of oral tradition. Across the ages, the spoken word wove invisible threads that tied communities together. Long before the written word took shape, oral storytelling was the lifeblood of human connection. Around fires that crackled under star-filled skies, tales were shared in voices that rose and fell like the rhythm of waves. These stories were alive, shaped by the storyteller's tone, gestures, and the collective energy of their audience. They were not just told, they were experienced. Oral traditions were not simply about entertainment. They carried the weight of knowledge, passed down like heirlooms from one generation to the next. Even today, oral storytelling thrives across the globe, bridging the past with the present in ways that books alone cannot. Through their research in the 1930s, Milman Parry and Albert Lord unveiled the brilliance behind oral poets, how they used rhythmic phrases and recurring patterns to anchor epic stories in memory. These techniques allowed for the retelling of intricate tales, ensuring lessons and histories remained vibrant and intact over time. Imagine the magic of those moments. The firelight flickering against eager faces, the air charged with the tension of a hunter's tale or the wonder of a creation myth. These stories sparked emotions, painted vivid images, and deepened bonds. They taught not only survival and wisdom, but also the shared experience of being human, of feeling fear, triumph, and joy. Even as they unfolded in the now, they reached backward, preserving the voices of ancestors, and forward, shaping the hearts of those yet to come. Cultural significance of storytelling. Around the fires that once flickered beneath boundless skies, stories flowed like rivers, connecting hearts and minds across generations. They weren't just entertainment, they were threads of identity, binding people to their ancestors and to one another. With each tale told, communities found meaning in their shared experiences, whether it was the thrill of a hunt, the wisdom of an elder, or the comfort of a parent's soothing words. Storytelling became the lifeblood of culture, a way to pass down values, beliefs, and traditions that shaped entire societies. Imagine the warmth of a fire casting dancing shadows on eager faces, the soft murmur of voices rising and falling in the rhythm of a story. Here, in these moments of shared attention, lessons were wrapped in adventure, warnings cloaked in myth, and truths woven into fantasy. Each tale brought with it a sense of belonging, a reminder that no one was alone in the challenges of life. Storytelling wasn't confined to campfires or caves, it spilled into rituals, celebrations, and songs that carried the spirit of the people. Through these narratives, communities found guidance for life's uncertainties, inspiration in times of hardship, and a connection to forces greater than themselves. Tales became bridges, crossing the boundaries of time, space, and the unspoken, helping each generation find its place within the ever-turning wheel of existence. Even now, when we share a story, we echo that ancient rhythm, reaching for connection just as our ancestors did. The legacy of storytelling today. In the glow of today's screens and the pages of modern books, the spirit of ancient storytelling still whispers to us, bridging the past and present in ways both profound and familiar. Though we no longer huddle around campfires under starlit skies, the essence of those gatherings lives on in the stories we tell. They are the threads that weave through our daily lives, connecting us to one another with the same timeless purpose: to share, to understand, to imagine. Every tale, whether spun in a bustling movie theater, a quiet bedtime ritual, or even a heartfelt post online, carries echoes of those first narratives shared under the open sky. These stories still teach, inspire, and comfort, offering glimpses of the human experience that stretch far beyond our own. They ignite curiosity, stir empathy, and remind us of the collective wisdom passed down through generations. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine a scene not unlike those of our ancestors. A group of friends gathered on a rainy evening, their laughter and voices filling the room as stories unfold. The setting may have changed, but the feeling remains the same, a warmth that transcends time, drawing people together in a shared moment of connection. Storytelling today takes on endless forms, from the melodies of a song to the vivid worlds built in virtual spaces. Yet, no matter how it evolves, it still carries that spark, the simple, human desire to connect, to express, to be heard. As our modern stories unfold, they carry the faintest glow of ancient fires, lighting our way forward, just as they always have. Conclusion. As the last ember of an ancient fire fades into the night, its warmth lingers, much like the stories it once inspired. Storytelling, born in the heart of humanity's earliest gatherings, remains one of our most profound traditions. Across millennia, it has been the quiet thread connecting us, binding one generation to the next, weaving moments of joy, sorrow, and discovery into the fabric of our shared experience. In a world now illuminated by screens and shaped by fast-moving lives, storytelling still invites us to pause, to listen, to connect. It reminds us of the wonder found in simple moments, the cadence of a voice, the way a tale unfolds and stirs the imagination. Stories remind us that we are never truly alone, that someone has walked a path similar to ours, and their journey holds lessons, comfort, or inspiration. Whether told around modern dining tables, captured in digital words, or shared in fleeting conversations, stories are timeless bridges. They transcend boundaries of culture and language, carrying forward the unspoken understanding that being human is, at its core, a shared adventure. And so, as we continue to tell and create, we become part of this unbroken chain, caretakers of the wisdom, dreams, and hopes that began around fires long ago. In every story told, a spark of that ancient flame lives on, lighting our way through the complexities of the present and guiding us toward the stories yet to come.